Alright, here we are in the first level of the dungeon. As I said before, it's randomly generated dungeons in Angband. This place seems reasonably safe. That's a level feeling at the top. Generally, the more dangerous it feels, there's also better loot. But level 1 mage is really fragile, so I don't particularly want danger. I'm happy like this. So, gonna walk around. First big thing, you'll notice me teleport like right there. What happens is whenever you hit period, it will just have you keep going in the direction you're going until you have to make a decision. So, period this way. As you can see, it's a hallway. If I want to go that way, I probably want to go to the end, so I hit period, it'll warp me until either I go here, or I could either, go here, go up, or if there was a monster, it'll stop that, and which means that's good. This here, a lot of times when you hit dead ends like this, you can Shift S, go into search mode, and if you kind of walk back and forth, a lot of times will reveal a hidden door. In this case, there's a kobold. You'll notice as soon as that kobold came, turned off search mode. It's because each time you search, it takes 2 turns, so obviously you don't want to be searching when there's a monster. So now, I don't like the cut of this kobold's job. I'm going to magic missile. As you can see, there was a concentration failure. And so I'm going to do it again. He screams in pain, flees in terror. Take my last SP, kill him. As you can see, I've got 7 HP, now SP. This is why, as a mage, whenever you get in a fight, as soon as it's over, you rest. Just get in that habit. 2 scrolls entitled Abada Atticus. When they just say titled, what that means is there's like, 30 different scrolls. What word correlates to which scroll is random from game to game, but it's consistent within the game. So anytime I find a scroll titled Abada Atticus, it will do the same thing in this game. And so, one thing is that if I were to read one immediately, it would identify it. But there's 2 reasons why I don't want to do that. The first one is it could be like summon monster, I summon a monster and it kills me. That's happened. The other one, though, is just that many of the opening potions and scrolls you find aren't that good. They'll have like purely negative effects, like a scroll of blindness. And if you've got a scroll of blindness, no one will buy it off of you, right? But if you have an unidentified scroll, you'll get paid a little bit for it. And so oftentimes what I'll do is I'll just sell like all of my scrolls at once the first time I get back, and then that will not only identify them for me, but if they had a bad effect, I'll still get some money off of them. So we're going to keep going. That's a white worm mass. Going to kill it. They are prolific dividers. In this case, they didn't happen to divide, but like if you see one, every 2 turns or so, it'll clone into more, and they can quickly get out of hand. Fortunately, he didn't. I'm going to close this door before I rest, so that way if that rock lizard that I saw up there tries to give me crap, I'm just gonna... See? He was waiting right there. He would have interrupted my sleep, but he couldn't because he can't work a door. Later enemies will know how to work a door, but enjoy it while it lasts. Fail to concentrate. So as you can see, you don't want to get in a situation like there. I just had 2 failures. You don't want to get in a situation where that magic missile has to save your life, because that could happen. Fortunately, you can see his little health bar is that single purple asterisk. I am a Dunadan, so I've got 10 strength, which isn't much, but it's enough to kill that rock lizard. Rest again. And I'm just gonna kind of look around whenever I see a monster. Magic missile, unless of course I fail to concentrate hard enough. Hopefully I'll go down from this 12% fail rate as I level up. And, yeah, you just kind of want to look for loot. Like, I could find stairs down and keep going, but there's also just the thing where it will get more dangerous as you go further in the dungeon. Really what I need right now is I just need to get the basic list of mage spells. Like there, I just picked a lock there. I just tried to open it, and if there's a locked door, you try to open it, you automatically pick the lock. Actually enough to level me up. I'm going to close all these doors, get my little safety cloister here. I'm going to study Detect Monsters. Just one of those staple spells you'll use all the time. Many times I've been saved from death because I used Detect Monsters and decided not to go there. In this case, there is a brown snake and a white snake, which I can easily take the 2 of them down. Especially, you'll see now I've got 5 SP, so I get 5 magic missiles before I have to rest. Well, it looks like those snakes were actually somewhere completely different. Once again, really suspicious looking dead end. Go into search mode, and lo and behold. You'll notice here, my searching skill is 19%, which is why it takes so long. It's not really a problem for a mage, though, because I'm going to get a spell soon. Will let me detect traps and hidden doors. So this is just kind of that. White snake cries out feebly. He's dead. Normally, would have been good play. Like, see right there, 2 failures. I really should have went back, closed the door, and rested. The reason I didn't is just because these snakes are undeadly enough that I can just kind of run around like a dead. But in those situations, the 2 sleeping monsters, when you kill one, if there's any question that they might kill you, go back, close that door, rest. And you've been seeing I'm kind of happy I'm getting so many fails this game, because it just demonstrates, you know, what kind of weighting you need to give to risks. But these first level monsters are pretty easy. I could probably go Rambo with my dagger here if I had a burning desire to. Here's mouse targeting. You can't see my mouse, but you can click and target. Obviously annoying. You play Angband with 2 hands on the keyboard. You don't want to use the mouse most of the time. But if you need to kill it without getting it in a straight line, do that. Oftentimes I will just move and get it in a straight line because it's quicker than going to my mouse. Once again, hidden door. There's hidden doors all over the frickin' place. And so I'm just going to keep exploring around, try to pick it clean of loot. And here's one nice thing. If I pick it clean of loot, you think, what do I do now? Well, here's what I do. I'll go back to town, go back down the staircases, and as you can see, this is a completely different level 1. As soon as you leave a level, it's more or less gone forever. So that's something to keep in mind there. So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth. That is a lot of jackals. Normally I would avoid them, but in this case, if I can kind of taunt them in this hallway, I can kill quite a few jackals with my dagger, and I've got these stairs to retreat to as a last resort. So I can try to draw them into the hallway with me, you know, magic missile the darkness a couple of times. Looks like they're not going to take the bait, though, so I'm going to mouse target here and just killed 4 jackals in a mold. Go around the corner and rest. Kind of just guerrilla sniping, which, like I said, don't do this this sniping kind of tactic if they aren't monsters that you would feel comfortable taking out with your melee weapon in an emergency. I'm just doing this because the help the experience will give me outweighs the risk of dying, and in that case, with no missile failures, I just obliterated a whole lot of puppy dogs. I am the Anti-Humane Society here. As you can see, that was a really long hallway that actually had a switchback. Just an example of the usefulness of hitting period. I didn't have to deal with that all manually. And so, I'm level 2. I'm pretty great. I'm going to feel comfortable going down to the 2nd level here, and that will be the subject of my next video.